3, Jake Graham. Number 4, Reese Hall. And number 5, Adrian Garcia. The Eagles are coached by Jesse Goodwin, Taylor Majors, Lacey McCoy, and head coach Jordan Tepman. And now, here's the starting lineup for your Sequoyah Lady Chiefs. 0, a sophomore, Layla Davis. Number 1, a junior, Ella Casey. Number 11, a junior, Carly Bass. Number 23, a sophomore, Harper Gopher. And number 30, a junior, Abby Kate Beck. The Lady Chiefs are coached by Taylor Cates, Chase Gentry, Tony Hobbs, Ben Jackman, Ashley Satowski, and head coach Chris Yarborough. Let's play ball!
Welcome into the War Lodge, everybody. For the second game of the season, the 1-0 Sequoyah Chiefs are looking to stay undefeated against the 3-0 Etowah Eagles. It's going to be a great game tonight as the Chiefs try to keep the undefeated dreams of a season alive at 1-0. But they're going to have to overcome a pretty tough Etowah team. They started off the season on a hot note. Last week beating Hillgrove 54-43, and then Lassiter and Woodstock by around the same scores. They're going to look to do the same thing against Sequoyah tonight. But the Chiefs also coming off of a huge win at that, 81-46 against Jackson County, which would have been they scored more points in that game than did in any game last season, as a 3 drilled early on in this one. That's Caitlin Garcia for the Eagles, and they take an early 3-0 lead. Kofer has it up near the paint. That one's tipped away, recovered by the Eagles. Drayden Graham takes it across the court. Back to Garcia. Flips it to the corner, thinks about a shot, instead rolls it back up to Graham. Back with Garcia now. She's trying to drive in, can't get the shot across, flips it across the field, another 3 up, and another 3 good. Savannah Aprecio. She makes it a 6-0 game. Chiefs trying to get out of the scoring drought. Send it across court to Bass, the 3-point shooter. She knocks one down, and Carly Bass answers back with a 3 of her own, and it's 6-3. Fast-paced basketball. Eagles send it back into the corner. Switch it again, picked off by Addie Kate Beck, making her first start of the season. It's Ella Casing. Bass with another 3, and another good, and we got a tie ball game in the War Lodge. Carly Bass, 2 threes made. Eagles trying to answer back, send it across the court again, and another 3 sank. 5 for 5 from both teams from the 3-point line so far. Casing trapped in the corner, gets it out to Bass. He's trying to slow down the pace of the game. They flip it back over to her, and back to Casing, and timeout called. Wow, what an exciting start to this one.
Oh my goodness, 5 for 5 combined. Wow, what a start to this game. I mean, Carly Bass, that's her bread and butter. Getting those 3-point shots, she's so incredible at that. Insanely incredible, some would say. And, Garcia, she played absolutely incredible in her last few games, and she starts off with a great 3 of her own and finds her open teammates for another 3. The Chiefs have got to stop that in this one if they want to win this.
Yeah, great job from the Chiefs, though, answering back, getting 2 knockdown 3s pretty quick, and then being able to answer back and hit 2 threes of your own. As the Eagles get possession back after the missed throw. Another 3 attempt, and that one, the first missed 3 of the night, a rebound from Layla Davis, keeps it in bounds. She hands it to Casing. Casing tries to make a move quickly, laying up, and that one out of bounds.
A great drive by Casing there, looking to push the pace here just a tad bit. Both
Bass
teams
makes a nice move. A nice two, doesn't go though. Tipped away. Layla Davis with an incredible rebound. Gets it out to Casing. She puts up a two of her own and goes out of bounds. Sorry, what were you saying there?
Yeah, both teams are great teams. I mean, just to go over a little stats here, the Etowah Eagles have only allowed 41 points a game and averaged 51. The Chiefs, after their first win, gave up 46, scored 81. So both teams are incredible teams as the Chiefs get the ball back here.
Yeah, they get to keep it inbound. Bass finds Kate Beck. Bass trying to create some separation, drives to the rim, and just misses. The Eagles get the ball back. Looking to make something happen. She's driving towards the paint. That one is tipped away. Davis with another rebound. She tries to kick it out, but it's stolen back away by Mila Pescara, and it goes out of bounds. Eagles ball. Throws it up towards the top of the key. Takes a three of her own. That one is off. Rebounded by the Eagles. They kick it back up to Aparicio. She puts up a three. That one's off to the left. Eagles try to get their own rebound. It's Kate Beck who falls on it. She tries to give it back to her teammate, but no one's there. Tried to drive into the paint, but stolen away by Carly Bass. And now she starts driving. Tries to get towards the rim. Hands it off to Davis, but she misses. And the Eagles get the ball back, still 9-6. The Chiefs bringing in their first subs of the game, Sloan McGee and Jaden Wetchell on the line now to sub in.
Lydia Rogers as well as number 2 with a beautiful spin move. That's Savannah Aparicio.
Savannah Aparicio, 16 points per game across the opening three. She's been kind of the sole focus of this offense, leads the team in points per game. Harper Kofer tries to answer back at a three as well, and that one rolls out. Nice little passing there. Aparicio goes up for the layup, and that one is in for Aparicio as we'll bring in the first subs of the night. Lydia Rogers, Sloan McGee, and Jaden Welchel will sub in as we take a timeout break. 13-6, the Eagles have a nice early lead. They're going to look to keep it that way. They get possession here.
Yeah, what a start by the Eagles. That's been, you know what, that's the number one goal. Coming into this game, you got to start quick. You know both teams are going to be able to shoot the three ball very, very well, as you saw, 5 for 5 to start off the game. But the Eagles, starting off this one incredible. The Chiefs have to have more motivation on defense and have to create more stops. As you saw just there, that they created more stops on that defensive side. But they've got to stop Caitlin Garcia and Jaden Graham and Savannah Aparicio. I mean, all of them. They're a very starter-heavy lineup.
Yeah, the Chiefs have been good matching the pace of play so far, but only after those 2 threes from Bass, the Chiefs haven't scored since. They're going to look to get back up on the score sheet as they make some opening subs. Sloan McGee, calling for the ball in the paint. That one's knocked out of bounds, stays Chiefs ball. Welchel finds McGee. Kicks it over the Bass. She has a three of her own, and that one is good. Bass 3 for 3 to start the night.
Another beautiful three by Carly Bass.
The team's second leading scorer with 15 points last week. Makes it 9 so far on her night. As the Eagles try to answer back, kick it out. Another three from the Eagles, and that one's good off the backboard. Reese Hall, she puts up her points of the night. Casing gives back to Bass. That one's tipped, but Wetchell stays with it. Casing picks up her foot and travel call.
Yeah, and just if you haven't watched any of the Chiefs yet, number 12, you got to watch out for her. She's only a freshman. She scored 12 in her first matchup just last week. She is an absolute beast. Jaden Welchel is the name, and you've got to watch out for her as the Eagles on the offensive side looking to add on to this lead.
I mean, you don't even need to look at the point side, just the defensive stuff that she brings to the table. 6 rebounds and 6 steals just in one game. It's a great stat line defensively. as she draws the foul, and she'll step to the line for the first set of free throws on the night.
Foul called on the Eagles, number 5, Garcia. Chiefs number 12.
Welchel with 2 free throw attempts here. And the first one takes a minute to get out of the rim, but doesn't fall. Welchel misses her second, but Lydia Rogers with the offensive rebound. She takes a 3 after the 2 misses and sinks that one.
The same spot that Carly Bass has hit all 3 of her threes. Jaden Welchel adds on another one.
She's making a 4-point game. Eagles trying to put some points back up on the board. Give it over to Hall. Sends it over to Aparicio. She calms down the pace of play a little bit. Tries to back in towards the paint, but a travel called. Chiefs get the ball back. And 2 more subs. Harper Kofer and Sloan McGee will step back into the game. And Bass and Casing will take a little break with 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the first. Welchel. She starts to drive in, stolen away. Eagles keep the ball. That was Caitlin Garcia. And that one's stolen away again by Sloan McGee. The Chiefs get the ball back. Lydia Rogers driving down the court. Sends it over to Kofer. Trying to make a move. Driving in towards the paint, instead kicks it out. Kofer swings it back around. Over to Kate Beck, who puts up a 3. That one's just a little bit short. Defensive rebound for the Eagles as they try to get a nice pass over the top and a layup. Jaden Graham puts up some points. Eagles extend the lead back to 6. Welchel finds Bex. Back to McGee. And then Kofer again, but she misses. Oh, that was Addie Kate Beck. Eagles trying to up the pace of play here. Get out towards Hall as she goes up for a layup, and that one's no good.
Welchel gonna
heave one up over to Kofer and then just over the top of McGee. Ball's out of bounds. Eagles get the ball.
That's Sloan McGee, the Sloan McGee steal over there. I mean, Grand Theft McGee, I guess, because she pulled off what Jose Alvarado does the best. All those, from behind, just stealing the ball, and the Eagles just did not expect it.
Wide open 3 in the corner, not enough. Aparicio can't get it to fall. Over to Welchel in the corner. Trying to find a passing option, instead makes a move. Tries to get more towards the rim, and that one is packed away, knocked out of bounds by Savannah Aparicio. Chiefs get the ball on the baseline. Aparicio steps, not Aparicio. That's Welchel steps out for Layla Davis. And Bass back in the game as well. Kofer gets it towards the top of the key. She starts to drive instead. Out back towards Layla Davis. Now with Kofer. Tries to get it back inside towards the paint. And Davis takes a hard fall going for that ball. Move remains Sequoyah ball though. Addie Kate back to pass in. She finds Bass with a little bit of contact, and it's out again on Etowah. Reese Hall, just at the bottom of her foot there. Kate Beck trying to find someone to pass into. Gives it to Kofer, tries to get a nice pass right at the rim, but knocked out of bounds now by Kofer, and the Eagles take over.
A great cut there by Kofer.
Sorry, remains Sequoyah ball.
Yeah, helping Addie Kate Beck there. I love these inbound plays. We used to call these ladders, and we would practice them so much. But that is going to be a 5-second, and it'll be Eagles ball.
Quick substitution for the Eagles. Back in starter number 3, Jaden Graham.
And Jaden Graham will sub back in for Addison Calran. And the Eagles back with all their starters on the court. 30 seconds to go in the first. It's Caitlin Garcia. Shot clock still on at 20 seconds while the game clock's just a second ahead of it. And Garcia's going to take as much time off both clocks as she can. She'll start driving in towards the rim now, puts up a layup, missed. Kofer comes down with it. It's Bash driving, 6 seconds to go. Sends it over to McGee, who puts up a three, just short. Eagles rebound, they won't do anything with it. As we'll come to the end of the first, 18-12. The Eagles lead by 6.
I mean, what a first quarter by the Chiefs. I mean, they did hold that team to only 5 points in the whole first, or the whole second half of that first period. And I mean, if they can continue that, then, you know, eliminate the star players from this Eagles team, then I think they have a great chance of winning this game. They got to get the 2-point shots moving. They got to get more 3-point shots, and I think they can win this game. Yeah,
I mean, besides, as you said, those opening 3 points from the Eagles, there hasn't been much offense from that Eagles side since. The 3 points haven't been that good. I don't think they've made one since that time. I think they've made 3 layups. And the Chiefs have started driving a little bit more. They had 9 points from Carly Bass so far, and they're going to have to rely a little bit more heavily on Bass going into the second quarter. Try to feed her the ball, let her do what she can do best, and that's get some points on the board.
100%. Let her get to her bread and butter, and let her cook like Outback Steakhouse. Let's get back into the action here in the War Lodge.
We'll come back for second half action. The Eagles with a 6-point lead, and it will be Sequoyah ball. McGee inbounding, it's Casing with it. She'll take it across the court, back into Rogers. She'll ask for Bass with some motion. Bass keeps the dribble up. So McGee has it. She tries to get it back to Casing. Takes a deflection, but ends up in the hands of Casing. Bash trying to make a move, driving towards the rim, goes up with it, comes back down with her own rebound, throws it out, recovered by Garcia, and she starts a quick drive back up to the other side, and it's a missed rebound, recovered by Addie Kate Beck, who will throw it over to McGee.
Slow McGee with the ball now. Takes it to Carly Bass with the three. It's going to be short.
Out of bounds. And Sequoyah ball. Chiefs have another inbound to deal with. The Eagles have been very solid on the inbound so far tonight. Beck still with nobody to go to. Has to throw it pretty much just away. And it's Garcia now with it as the Eagles take possession back. Looking for the first points of the second quarter. Nice, easy layup for Caitlin Garcia.
Again, she's a beast. Like, if you look at her stats, she averages as many rebounds as she does points. She's an absolute beast and one of the key contributors to this Eagles squad. As Ella Kaysen with the drive. She's going to kick it out to Carly Bass with the three. It's going to be off to the side.
Yeah, as you said, another rebound for Garcia. Averages 12 a game. Passes it out wide to Aparicio. Circling around back to the top of the key, trying to call a play out. Sends it over back to Garcia, and we'll start back right where we started, in towards the corner, now under the rim. Kicks it back out to the corner, Garcia now top of the key, 3-point, no good. Lydia Rogers with the rebound, and she'll give it to McGee. As they'll keep up the pace of play, they'll go quick with it. Hand it off to Casing. Last week's player of the game as she tries to drive in now, puts up a mid-range, no good. It's Garcia now, tries to flip the script. Flipping it around, Aparicio now. Gives it back over towards the corner, puts up a three, high arcing three, no good. Rebound recovered twice in a row, and it finally falls through Garcia. And a timeout called.
Another rebound by Garcia. I mean, like I said, she's averaging 12 rebounds a game. She is incredible. Actually, 13 rebounds a game, even better. But the Chiefs need something to get going here. Only have hit 4 threes in this game, and they're down 10.
Yeah, they're going to need to get a little bit more aggressive on those rebounds, as that's where the Eagles have not necessarily been dominating, but they've been getting those rebounds and they're getting those easy points, and now they're up 10. They have a little bit more comfort. They can slow down the pace of the game, and as you saw, they were kind of just taking their time on that last drive, and then the Chiefs got the ball back and instantly up the pace of the play again, and that's what the Eagles are allowed to do when you got a 10-point lead. Chiefs will get the ball to inbound. With 5:43 to go in the second, they're going to have to keep up.
And another thing is the Chiefs need to do better at running to the passes. The passes are going to come to you, but you got to come to the passes, and that's how, turnovers happen, is when you don't come to the passes, as Carly Bass gets a little post work, and she's just going to miss it to the side.
Garcia comes down with another rebound, trying to drive in towards the rim, and that one almost goes in, and then now Welchel back with it. She gives it to Bass, trying to drive in. Almost looked like she was trying to knock it off the backboard, and Carly Bass ends up with it again and knocked away. It's Garcia again. Almost knocks it out of bounds, and the Eagles retain possession.
I believe that might have been a foul on Layla Davis.
Yeah, there was.
It's Aprizio with the ball now.
Fit over to Graham, back in towards the corner. 3 put up. And that one, no good. Layla Davis comes down with a rebound, and
that'll be a foul on Aprizio. That's the Eagles' 4th timeout, or first foul of the quarter. It's Ella Casing.
Welchel driving it into Casing, and she'll slow it down a little bit. She's trying to set something up. Layla Davis over the top, and she puts up a 2 of her own. The Chiefs finally in on the board here in the second quarter.
The first 2 as well.
Yeah, first 2. Aprizio just getting the first foul of the night. And it's Garcia with it. Some nice moves, kicks it back out, and that's going to be out of bounds. Be Chiefs ball. And Maddie Sipe will now sub in for Ella Casing, number 2. She'll make her first appearance of the night.
It's going to be a screen play.
As Bass has a wide open 3 and doesn't fall. Nice rebound from Layla Davis. Knocked out of bounds though. Remains Chiefs ball. Maddie Sipe will throw it in this time as Kate Beck's off the court. Finds Davis under the rim, and one from Layla Davis. And she has an opportunity for a 3-point play.
See, and that's what happens when you come to the ball. Instead of just sitting there and waiting for somebody to just throw a pass, that's how turnovers are created. Layla Davis goes to the ball, and she scores there on the inbound. That's her 5th point of the night. She goes to the line for another.
Davis to make it a 3-point play, and she sinks it. Layla Davis cuts the lead back to 6 now. Garcia sends it to the corner. Looking for a pre-show, but instead sends it back around. Trying to stay on the outside 3 mark. Garcia can't do anything. Welchel driving in towards the rim. She puts up one, and just off the side of the backboard will draw a foul. And Welchel will head to the line for the 2nd time tonight. Went 0 for 2 on her first one. And with a 5-point lead, we look to drop that down to a 1-possession game.
Back in the game now for Etowah's number 1 starter.
Welchel on her 2nd free throw. Throws it over to Garcia. Hall back over to Pescara. She throws it inside the paint instead. Kicks it back out, flipping it again. Garcia trying to drive in, thrown back over. Can she keep it alive? Nope.
Backcourt violation.
A backcourt violation. Chiefs get the ball back. Another good defensive drive. Remains a 5-point game. Oh, and the curse of the shot clock is back.
Too many missed shots during team sports.
At this point, it's just the Sequoyah High School thing. Shot clock's back working. We're back. Bash trying to create some separation. She puts up a three. Just a little bit too much. Kofer puts up a rebound and draws a foul as she's going up. And Garcia draws a foul.
That's her third foul.
And Kofer now will have 2 shots.
That's a great thing for the Chiefs, having foul trouble already. But Kofer missed the first. The struggle with free throws tonight.
Yeah, especially with the amount of points that Garcia has. And she'll take a seat just for the rest, maybe for the rest of this quarter, with 3:28 to go. The Eagles lose their lead scorer on the night so far. Trying to flip it in towards the corner. Eagles passing it around. Apprecio. Guarded nice by Welchel. Stays with it, has to pass it off. A lot of contact as they're trying to create separation. 3 from Apprecio, and she sinks it.
A beautiful shot by Apprecio there.
Her third 3 of the night. Puts the Eagles at 25. Inside pass from Bass. Doesn't fall the first time, and Davis gets the foul as she goes up the second one. And now Layla Davis will have 2 free throws. She made her first one after the and one. Davis on the first one, she sinks it.
Lydia Rogers in for Harper Kofer, and Maddie Syke going out for Ella Casing.
The 250 Casing back in now. And it will mean a 6-point game. That one's tipped out of bounds on Bass. Eagles will get the ball back. Five fouls for the Eagles. The Chiefs in bonus now. Trying to pass it around. Back over towards the left side. Apprecio, she tries to go up and she draws a foul of her own. And we go back to the line again.
That's the second foul, second team foul on the Chiefs. Chiefs are in the bonus though, so expect a lot more drives to the paint.
Apprecio makes her first one. And Addison Coran will come into the game for the Eagles. And Apprecio with her second shot. And that one's good as well. She goes 2 for 2 from the line. And it's an 8-point game. Casing at the top of the key. Looking to make something happen. Gives it out to Bass. She starts to drive in. Loses possession, kicks it out for a 3-point. That one's no good. Eagles come up with a rebound. And a little bit of contact. The Eagles ball.
I believe that is Jaden Marshall's second or third foul of the night. So she'll sit as I believe Sloan McGee comes back in for her.
Eagles passing her around. She's back over and towards the corner. 3-point is up and 3-point is good. Jaden Graham. That's her 5th point of the night. Casing now driving. Set kicks it out. Lydia Rogers with it. Back to Casing. She'll look to drive as well. Instead, doesn't have any options. She has to get rid of it. Loses possession. With 1:30, the Eagles have it. A little aggressive. Try to steal there from Casing. And they'll flip it back over. Play with it around the arc. Back over to Hall, into the corner. Inside paint for Coran. She kicks it out for Apprecio, and that one's off. Knocked it. Falls out of bounds. and Layla Davis and Harper Kofer will step back in as Lydia Rogers and Casings will step off for a second. 1:08 to go here in the half. Chiefs down by 11. Bash driving with it up the court. And towards the quarter to Kate Beck. She goes to Kofer, who tries to get it to Sloan McGee, but it's just a little bit too far towards her side. And the Chiefs have another offensive turnover. Pescara to throw in. She gives it to Aparicio, who will, as per normal, just kind of kick it around. She tries to throw it up and towards the paint, and the two falls. Addison Coran. She gets on the board for her first points of the night. And as they extend their lead some more. Bash trying to throw it inside. Kicks out to McGee, who puts up a three. That one's just a little bit too much on it. And the Eagles, with 20 seconds, shot clock turned off, will have a chance to close out the quarter with a lead. It's Aparicio. Back with her at the top. She swings it over towards the corner. Three put up, no good. Bass returns it. She has 1 second. She heaves it, and it's just low. So the Chiefs will go into halftime down 32-19. A little bit of work to do when they get back from halftime.
100%. And I mean, I think three keys to the second half that the Chiefs have to do better on is attacking the basket. Get those girls in foul trouble so they don't have them late in that fourth quarter. Attack at that rim. Next thing is cut at that lead. You got to cut at that lead. You're down 13 right now, and you've only scored 19 so far in this first half. You've got to find a way to score more points than them in the second half and do it by a lot. And then last thing, rebound. Rebound is so key to basketball. You've got to rebound, and if you can't rebound, you've seen what's happened so far tonight. The Eagles have done a great job at rebounding, and the Chiefs have not done so great so far.
So a little bit of work to do for the Chiefs when they get back from the break. We'll be back in about 9 minutes for second half action. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back in 9. Welcome back to second half action between the 1-0 Sequoyah Chiefs and the 3-0 Etowah Eagles. The Eagles up 32-19 as we start the second half. A pretty solid first half from the Eagles. The Chiefs with a little bit to work on. Eagles start with the possession, driving in towards the rim right now, and first play of the game, first play of the half results in a foul. And Pescara will head to the line for her first set of free throws of the night. She drains her first, she misses her first one. Sorry. And her second one falls through. Takes a circle, or takes a little trip around the rim, but it falls in as Chiefs with their first possession of the half. It's Kofer with it. Tries to pass it inside Bass and draws a foul as she's doing so.
That's the fourth foul on Garcia.
Throwing it in to Bass. She gives it to Kofer. Tries to go inside now. Davis throws it up. She can't draw. And the Eagles get possession back. Pescara driving in. Davis returns it though. And it's Bass with it. She gives it to Katie Beck. Kate Beck trying to drive in. Gives it over to Kofer. She makes a move and drives in. Puts up the two. No good. Recovered by the Eagles. And they'll get another chance here. Still only 1 point so far in the opening minute. Driving in now, Pescara pushes off on Kofer, and that one falls in as again takes a little trip around the rim, and a timeout called by the Eagles as it starts 35-19 with 1:15 gone.
Yeah, I believe that timeout was just used to get Caitlin Garcia out of the game because she's in foul trouble. She has 4 fouls right now. She's their best player, and they're going to need her late in the game in case the Chiefs make a comeback here. Chiefs are only down 16. 3-point shots have not been falling since that first part of the first quarter, but the Chiefs have to come in here after this timeout and make adjustments and start scoring the ball.
Yeah, you're down 16. You're going to have to put a little bit more up on the board. Chiefs will get the ball. And it's Casing to inbound. Casing sends it to Bass inside towards the paint. Great recovery from Davis, and she puts that one up. And Layla Davis finally gets the Chiefs back up on the board on the first play after the timeout. 21-35 now. Pescara trying to make a move. She's driving in, kicks it out towards the corner. A little bit too much on that one. Layla Davis comes down with a rebound. And Casing sends it to the Chiefs corner and tipped away by Reese Hall.
Layla Davis has been great for the Chiefs so far in this quarter. She's going to be a big key to winning this game if the Chiefs even have a chance, as that one's tipped out of bounds. But she's a great rebounder, great at getting into the post, making some moves and scoring. She's really, really great at that.
Remain Chiefs ball,
but that's going to be a foul, I believe, on number 1.
Yeah, foul on Pescara. Didn't quite catch what the foul was, but she's still inbounding. Casing goes underneath the rim and hits the bottom of it, but draws a foul as she's going up. And Casing will now take 2 from the line. Her first set of free throws on the night. 3 fouls so far in the quarter as Casing drills her first one. And here's Casing's second. And that one falls out after going pretty much halfway in. Pescara trying to drive in, get some quick points. She goes up underneath the rim, and it falls through Pescara with her 16th point of the night. Kofor with it now. She gives it to Bass, who puts up a deep three straight on. That one doesn't fall. Pescara again driving. One-on-one with Casing. Gives it into the corner. Back to Hall. Puts up a nice kind of hook shot too right there.
Beautiful post move there.
Graham. Casing now has it. Chiefs trying to get themselves back up on the board. Welchel on the sub end right now. Casing gets it to Bass. She flips it over to Kate Beck, who puts up a three. A little bit too much on it. The Eagles come down with it. Casing tries to steal it away.
And that's going to be Chiefs ball.
Great defensive effort there from Ella Casing. The junior gives the Chiefs possession back, and Welchel will step in. Welchel lobs one up to Casing. She's got a one-on-one with Pescara. Makes some moves, throws it over the top to Layla Davis, who kicks it out to Kate Beck. Back with Casing. Layla Davis just a little bit too much on that. She can't jump up and grab it. Eagles get the ball back. Pescara with it. Graham looking to make a move. Fakes the shot, gives it back to Pescara. Almost loses possession from Carly Bass. One-on-one with Bass, and does a great job drawing the foul. Chiefs get the ball back.
Yeah, great job setting her feet there.
That's a charge, right?
Yes.
Learning.
The other way would be a blocking foul. So if it was called on Carly, it would have been a blocking foul, but it was called on the offense, so it was a charging. Basketball 101.
As Bass puts up a three before or after the whistle. And a foul on Pescara. Welchel in the corner, double team quickly, gives it into McGee as she tries to drive instead, gives it out to Layla Davis, who puts up a deep two. Recovered by Kate Beck, and it falls out of bounds, will be Eagles ball. Appreciate. Keeps it alive, back up to Appreciate towards the top of the key. Saves it from a backcourt violation. She gives it to Graham, who'll try to make a move, drive up towards the rim, and another great layup from Jaden Graham. She's trying to move quickly. Welchel thinks about the three instead, lays it over to Kate Beck, who puts up a layup of her own.
A great cut by Addie Kate Beck there.
Yeah, back-to-back on layups. Cross-court pass, thinks about the three instead, Pescara. She thinks about driving in, instead goes back, and Appreciate will send it over or take it into the corner. She gives it to Graham. Another three from Appreciate. That one doesn't fall. Pescara. She gives it back to Appreciate. She starts to drive, gives it back into the corner. Three shot, and that one falls. Reese Hall. She puts up another three, her second of the night. McGee with it now. Layla Davis, she's trying to drive in, draws the contact as she's going up, and she'll head to the line again.
You can tell Layla Davis is going to be a great center for a very, very long time if she continues this path of basketball. She plays the post incredibly, and she's great at just getting to the post, getting to her spots, getting to the basket, and scoring. She drains the first one too, which puts her at, I believe, 8 points so far today.
3 for 4 on free throws. Be 3 for 5 after that one. And she'll be at 8 points with 3 minutes to go in the third. Appreciate slowing things down. Gives it back to Graham. The Eagles trying to control the pace of the game now. Another three put up by Pescara. Doesn't fall. Recovered easily by Eder, her first appearance of the night. And it's Graham trying to make a move. She kicks it out to Aparicio, who almost loses possession by a falling Carly Bass. And Aparicio now kind of puts up a floater, and it doesn't go through. It's Bass with it, who drives in and almost magically makes that one fall, but just outside. And it's Aparicio who switches the court back towards the top of the key, who puts up a deep three, and Aparicio sinks another one. And she's up to 19 points. And another shot clock malfunction. Common occurrence in the Warlords as we try to fix it.
The team sports curse.
Almost close to fixed. And there it goes. Back to 31 seconds. We'll resume action. 2 minutes to go in the third. It's Casing with it. Gives it to Welchel, puts up a three, and that one falls. Jaden Welchel. Her second made three of the night.
A great shot. Could change the momentum here for the Chiefs.
Eagles trying to answer back quickly. It's Aparicio at the top of the key. The Eagles' leading scorer. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, trying to work a 1v1. Welchel with great defense. Leah Rogers will cover the ball. It's to Kofer. She tries to get it in towards the paint, and it just falls out of bounds. But great defense from the freshman, Jaden Welchel.
Yeah, you were saying earlier, she's an incredible defender as she pokes that one away.
And turnover there. Harper Kofer drives up and just misses the layup, and the Eagles survive. Throws it all the way almost cross court, but Sloan McGee there to break it up before it becomes some points. And Casing turning the page back quickly. It's over to McGee. She gives it to Kofer. 1 minute to go. Back to Casing in the corner. She starts to drive. Under the rim, and it's a great shot from Ella Casing.
A beautiful reverse there by the junior.
Eagles trying to keep up the speed. Welchel poking that one away. Has to send it to Aparicio. She has a wide open three. She can't make it. The Eagles retain possession. It's Pescara with it. Sends it back to Aparicio and still slow things down with 20 seconds on the shot clock. 30 seconds to go. Aparicio trying to make a move. She drives and blocked away by Jaden Welchel.
A beautiful block by Jaden Welchel.
And there's the defense from her. Out of bounds on the Chiefs. It was 22 seconds and 8 seconds on the shot clock. The Eagles have to make up something quickly. Graham's trying to drive in. She puts up a two, and that one bounces out, and it's McGee with it. She'll make a nice move. Gives it over to Rogers.
10 seconds.
It's McGee trying to make something work. Kofer sends it to the corner. Lydia Rogers a three. That one doesn't fall. Rebounded by the Eagles. And as time expires, the Eagles will go into the fourth 47-30. And the Chiefs are down 13 with 1 quarter to go. They still got a little bit to do.
Yeah, and me and Sloan McGee talked about the defense earlier today. She said they've been really working on the transition defense, and you saw it there when she had that transition D on the defensive side. She did an incredible job of getting to the ball. Jaden Welchel as well, a great defensive play with the two-handed block, staying straight up. If you don't stay straight up and you bend down, it's a foul call. She did an incredible job. That's incredible fundamentals, incredible player as well, and you saw it. She's incredible.
And they're going to have to keep that defense up. You're down 17. You got to keep your scorers on the field. Carly Bass is probably going to be the person they're going to want to target. They're going to want to force some threes, but the Chiefs' defense is what's going to need to stay constant. They cannot let the Eagles get those easy points. Aparicio was kind of just driving in there and taking all the time she wanted, driving up or taking up all the time on the shot clock, and just taking away valuable seconds from the Chiefs to be able to put some points up.
100%, and this is where the conditioning all summer comes in. The defensive stops you have to have in the fourth quarter to win basketball games. This is what all coaches, this is why you work on the conditioning. This is why you do all the work during the offseason. It's for these fourth quarter and for these tight games. The Chiefs need to come back in this one.
Kate Beck with a three, trying to start off the quarter on the right note. Doesn't fall, but gets her own rebound. She gives it to Bass. Has a wide open man in the corner. It's Welchel. She puts up a three, no good. Kate Beck trying to come up with a rebound. We call jump ball. That'll be the Eagles' ball.
If the Chiefs' threes would fall, I think they would be. I think they would be.
And Casey with a steal. She gives it to Bass, who puts up a three, and that one is good from Carly Bass.
There we go.
Her fourth three of the night. And that one's picked off by Addie Kate Beck. 2 defensive turnovers for the Chiefs. And now we got a little chance to get their offense back in this one.
Yeah, great transition defense by Addie Kate Beck there.
Bass throws it up for Davis as she goes up with it. No foul. They'll keep possession, though. And a quick sub for the Eagles. Addison Coran will come back in for Jensen Etler. Casing, she puts up a three. High arcing one. Doesn't fall, just a little bit short. Aparicio sends across court to Graham, who makes a two of her own. Sends the Eagles up to 49-33. And Bass with the handles, trying to create some separation on the Eagles' star player. Bass driving in, she kicks it out towards the corner. Casing, wide open three. That one's good from Casing. Perfect three as she makes her first three of the night, and a timeout called by the Eagles. And the Chiefs now cut the lead to just about 13.
That was a great start to the fourth quarter for the Chiefs. Again, you have to have that transition defense. If you're not stopping the transition lays and the easy points on the defensive side, then you aren't going to win basketball games. And they've been able to do that so far, only allowing 2 in the first minute and a half. But they've got to keep this momentum. They got to keep shooting the ball well, and they'll get back in this game. It's only 13. It was 17. Now it's 13. So can they get back in this one? We will see.
Yeah, I think the main thing you got to look at is that defense. 2 pretty key defensive turnovers, and they do a great job of getting that ball back and making some production out of it. I feel like that's the big thing. Even if you have the steals, you still got to make the points after, as the teams will come back out on the court. Chiefs down 13 with 6:42 to go. Trying to avoid their first loss of the season. Both teams are. Eagles sit 3-0 and the Chiefs sit 1-0. An important game early on in pre-show, and that was picked off by Layla Davis. She drives the rim, misses. Welchel kicks it out to Ella Casing, and it rolls out of the rim. She's trying to rebound. That one's on the floor. Aparicio saves a potential Chief score.
And Layla Davis on the ground.
And we'll take a second here as Layla Davis gets checked up on by the medical team. 49-36. Davis gets back up.
Probably just a hard fall. But this could be a very big loss for the Chiefs. She's been working this whole half basically. Now that the Chiefs are only down 13, this is the time that you need her to get the rebounds.
Yeah, Lilia Rogers steps in, and Welch almost forced a turnover. Eagles are forced to regroup. Trying to drive in. Garcia hasn't done much since the first half. Aparicio puts up a three, puts too much power on it. Bass comes up with it. And Casing now driving up the court. Tries to get it over to Bass, but a little miscommunication there, and it turns back into Eagle ball. Still a 13-point game. Graham trying to find a pass in. Instead, she goes to Pesquera. Back over to Garcia. The starters in for the Eagles. And a foul called. Harper Kofer and Sloan McGee will step in for Casing and Addie Kate Beck with just under 6 minutes to go. And a foul on Sloan McGee. Still inbounding the Eagles. Get out towards the top. Aparicio. Three from Graham, and it's sank. Their leads up to 52. And it's Carly Bass now. She's driving, tries to pull it up, misses. Rebounded by the Eagles, and Aparicio with another rebound. She's trying to drive in towards the paint. Steps it over, hits it on towards the side, and just short rebounded by Graham, and she puts up a two. And the Eagles on a scoring streak. They're up to 55. Or sorry, 54.
Chiefs only have 2 timeouts. If right now I would use a timeout, but only having 2 timeouts, it's really hard as Carly Bass gets the foul, and she'll head to the line for 2.
Bass first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, you know, usually you'll spend a timeout to stop that momentum. That's what the Eagles have done great so far today. They've called timeouts during the swings of momentum when the Chiefs have had momentum. As Carly hits the first one.
Yeah. Sends that to 13 points on the night for her. 4 threes made, 4 threes attempted, and perfect from the line as well. Aparicio gives it in. Graham on the outside. Pesquera playing it with around the arc to Garcia. She drives in. She goes for the layup, and that one falls as well. And takes away the 2 free throws Bash just made. Lead stays at 18. It's Welchel swinging it around the arc. Bass with it on Garcia. She drives in, and just a little bit too much power. Knocked out of bounds, will stay Chiefs ball. And Casing subs back in for McGee. And the Eagles will get a sub in. Coring comes in for Garcia. With 4:26. All but one starter on for the Eagles. Casing with it, trying to work something out. Can't find a pass. He has to go to Rogers, who gives it to Welchel towards the top of the key. Trying to make a move. It's Casing.
6 on the shot clock. Casing working.
Has to get a shot off, and she gets a shot off and draws a foul. And Ella Casing will head back to the line for her second trip tonight. Went 1 for 2 the first time.
That's the 4th on Mila Pesquera.
Casing makes her first one.
And she'll come out for Garcia, who also has 4 fouls.
Casing's second one is good as well. Eagles trying to drive quickly, put some points back on the board, and tipped away by Lydia Rogers. It's a 16-point game with 4 minutes to go. Layla Davis stepping back into the game for Rogers after she makes the tip. And this almost full starters back in for Sequoyah. Apprecio into towards the corner. That's Coburn. She misses. Kate Beck comes down with it. She gives it to Bass. Chiefs have to go quickly here. Casing trying to make a move. Driving in towards the rim, and she puts up a 2 of her own. And there's the timeout called by Coach Yarborough. And with 3:30 to go, it's a 14-point lead now.
Yeah, great drive by Ella Casing there. Yarborough electing to take one of his timeouts here to make some adjustments. Down 14, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. That's 4 threes and a 2. 4 threes and a trip to the line. Whatever. The Chiefs have to find a way to score points in these last 3 minutes. I mean, if you can make it a 5-point game with 30 seconds left, the Chiefs could win this one. It's going to be a long shot, but they still can win this one.
I mean, especially with the Eagles in a lot of foul trouble right now, I think the big one to look at is that Garcia's at 4 and still on the court. A lot of them have 2 up on the board as well. I see Apprecio with 2, and then Reese Hall at 2, and Addison Coran as well. And that's just the people on the court right now. So a little bit of opportunity for some foul trouble. And we'll see what both sides can do. Back from the timeout. Apprecio with it. She's driving. She sends it over towards the corner. Trying to take some time off the clock. Garcia sits with it. Trying to drive in. Draws the contact. Misses the shot, though. But we'll head to the line for 2. And Garcia with her first free throw attempts of the night. She makes her first.
Hofer will come in for Layla Davis.
And her second one is made as well. Lead goes back up to 16. Bash driving through, gives it to Welcho, back to Bash. She puts up a 3. That one's good from Carly Bass, her 5th made 3 of the night.
That's
Trying to
exactly
cut the lead
what
back.
you needed.
Garcia with it, 3 minutes ago now. 3 put up, too much power on it. Welcho comes up with it, no foul called. And Welcho's driving towards the rim, instead goes back out to Casing. Now Casing drives instead. Kofer, corner 3, just a little bit short. She's trying to come up with a rebound. They can't. And the Eagles have it. Graham sends it to Apprecio, and she'll try to slow it down.
Yeah, the Eagles looking to burn as much clock here. 2 minutes 30 left. Each shot clock is 35 seconds.
And she drives in towards the rim and puts 2 more up on the board, and it's now a 15-point lead for the Eagles. Bass driving in on her own now. She gets called for a foul. Misses the shot, though, so it won't be and 1.
And I believe that is number 1's 5th foul of the night. She will sub out.
So Mila Pescara, second on the team in rebounds. Or rebounds per game, let that be. Out of the game on fouls. And Addison Coram will come back in. Bass makes her first. Bass, perfect 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Apprecio. She has it, looking to make a move on Casing. create some separation now with about 2 minutes to go. Just trying to get rid of some time, and Graham wide open layup. She sinks that one, lead back up to 16.
Yeah, just miscommunication there by the Chiefs. Leads to an easy basket for the Eagles. Carly Bass pulls one.
Three. No good. Davis trying to come up with a rebound. And Garcia now with it. She'll slow it back down, take some time off, and draws the foul on her own.
I believe that is bonus. That puts the Eagles in bonus. So with a minute 30, leaves a lot of time for the Eagles to shoot a lot of free throws.
Garcia was 2 for 2 on her first attempts, and she'll make her first one. She'll look to make it 4 for 4 as Kofor and Welch will check back into the game. And she does, 4 for 4 from Garcia. It's Casing with it. Not a lot of time to work with. Welchel now, she's trying to drive in, instead gives it to Casing, who doesn't really have anywhere to go. It's Kofor now. She drives. She grabs the contact as she goes up. And now the Chiefs will enter bonus.
Yeah, wasting too much time on the shot clock there. I believe it was ran down about 16 or 17 seconds. But 18-point lead, you really can't afford having 17 seconds ran off the clock.
Kofor missed her first one. Makes her second one. We'll go 1 for 2 on that session. $17-point lead now for the Eagles. Garcia driving with it up the court. Taking up all the time that she can. She finally now decides to drive. Pressure from Welchel. Throws up a shot, draws the foul. And she'll head to the line again. Went 2 for 2 in her last journey. 4 for 4 from the line tonight. First one is good from Garcia. Second one missed. Graham comes up with the rebound. She's short. Less than a minute to go, and Bass gives it to Casing. Has to make a move, gives it over towards the top to McGee. Bass back with it. She's trying to drive, draws the foul. She can't make and one call, but she'll step to the line again. 4 for 4 from there on the night.
This could take her up to 20 if she makes both.
She makes one. And her 35th point of the season comes from a free throw.
And she'll go out after that.
With 38 seconds to go. Eagles trying to hold on to a lead to extend their win streak to 4 and make it 4-0 on the year, and a timeout called. 33 seconds to go.
It's the final timeout for the Chiefs.
Both teams in bonus now. And
or correction.
One timeout.
Third timeout used for the Eagles.
Yeah, Chiefs have got one left. Eagles with 2. 16-point lead, not much to come back from at this point. It'll be very hard for the Chiefs to make a comeback on this one. Both teams back out on the court now. Almost full starters back out for Etowah besides Addison Thuran. We'll swap out for Pescara, who fouled out earlier in this one. And Garcia now, 25 seconds, will look to try to close this out. Forces the throw backcourt, but gets it off before she takes a step. Kofer is able to get the turnover, knocked out of bounds, and it's Eagles ball. Now shot clock turned off with 14 seconds to go. Only a 15-point lead as the Eagles look to close this out. Nine seconds to go. And Graham will hold this one. Hands it to Garcia, and that will do it for this game. The Eagles 65, Sequoyah 50. They hand the Chiefs their first loss of the season, and they fall to 1-1. Eagles move up to 4-0.
Yeah, this Eagles team is incredible. I mean, you saw it tonight. The Chiefs team just, we couldn't get it done. That's the end of the story. The shots weren't falling. The defense wasn't aggressive enough. You saw it towards the end. You know, they created a turnover on that last possession, but they needed that all game and just couldn't find it.
Yeah, but allows some more game tape to be found. You know, got more stuff to work on in practice now, and they'll come back stronger. And that Etowah side, they're going to take that win, and they'll look to keep on that win streak going. But for that, that's the end of this game. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the boys' game. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Jake Gyra, joined by my friend Max Williams. We will see you on the next stream. Will be a separate stream for the boys' game.